Sorry about that. I was trying to get the picture to do right. I don't know. It's my first, well, not my first, but one of my first times using that picture. I hope you like it. Hope you like it. Here it is. Here it is. I'm gonna put it back up. Fee made this for me. Fee made this for me, and I just happened to pop in and see it one day, and I was like, oh wow. She actually Reverend Melissa asked me for it, and I was like, what? I got what? So this is it. This is it. My Get Rich 101, as created by BK. Okay, so welcome to the show. Welcome to the Get Rich Show. Let me give a shout out to Nelson. There he is. There he is. There he is. And also, I have to point out something very. What's that word? What's that word? What's that word? Agrophoria. I think agrophoria. But I have been, so for those of you who've been paying attention to the cat, I have been showing pictures of the cat, right? I've been showing pictures of the cat right here, right next to me. And then Fee was on the other day and she's just like, oh, here's the cat. I was like, oh, yeah, I could have done that. And that's just one of those agoraphobic things that I don't see the fastest way to something immediately. Sometimes my brain stops somewhere, right? Because that's an easy fix. But my thing was, let me take a photo of him, let me put it up into the reader, connect the reader. I'm doing the most complicated thing when all I gotta do is say, hey Nelson, right? And I just was blown away when she did. I was like, oh, I guess I could have done that. So anyway, I just want to let you know that the things are still happening for me. Things are still happening for me. And I don't know if you're thinking it's over, it's not over, but I'm fighting. 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 Now, that said, I was doing my weekend. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, the weekend hustle did not go well. It did not go well because I had my stock selected, right? On Friday, around 2 o'clock, had it selected. I was like, all right, so I go in, I check around 3. Man, I checked at 3:09, and I was like, 3:09, I gotta get something. And I pressed the button right as soon as the time changed to 4. I was like, maybe let me in at 4. Nope. 3:59 is it. 3:59 is it. Now that's important for us to know. 3:59 is it. You go to 4, that's it. You won't get anything sold. So you have to get in at 3:59. So anyway, I press buy and I just lost it. I was like, oh man. So I didn't get a buy order in for Weekend Hustle. But I did have, oh, let me show this. Let me show this. Let me do this. Do this. And here we go. Share and oh, here we go. Okay, so this is what we've got. I've got SPY. Now, SPY, you know, if you've been watching the show, I am very comfortable with SPY. I am so comfortable with SPY. Why? Because SPY is a collection of the 500 largest companies in America. The 500 largest companies in America. Like, that's huge. And it's monitored by people who we'll swap out one for another. If this one is looking like it's on its edge, it moves out, and another company moves in. So SPY is good. It's good as as far as I can tell. SPY is the winner, right? Now I bought SPY. And I was shocked that I could do it because look at it. You look right here, up here. I hope you can see where my mouse is, but right up here, SPY is $553 per share. Now that's great when you want to own it for buy and hold, and you should. You should own it. Well, if you're playing, what's my phrase? Catch it if you can. Catch it if you can. You're playing Wish Upon a Star. You're playing Wish Upon a Star, and you should own stock. You should own SPY, SPY, right? Well, also, did this jump on me? Oh, hey, look at that jump. Look at that jump. You see that space here? That's called a gap. I hope you can see it on my mouse movement. That's called a gap. And so look at that. It started off, it left off at one price and then jumped to another price. That's good. Anyway, so if you want to have a stock, you buy this one. If you're just getting involved in the game, you buy this one, right? If you're going to need to, well, depending upon your situation, you may put it $5 here and $5 here and $5 here. You ultimately get $553, right? But I did not know that I would be able to buy a $553 stock with my tiny little $200, I don't know what to call it. I mean, all I have is $200 in my account. And how can I buy a $550 thing? I was like, wow. See, the things the things you find out when you start playing. I'm still gonna call it playing because you're playing, you're finding out, right? If you don't know, if you don't play with it, you don't know. See, so I found out that I can buy a $553 share of stock in the small pieces of $200 thing. So I'm not phrasing it well. So let me try this one more time. I press sell. I press buy on my Weibo app, and it said $5 minimum required. I was like, $5 minimum? Well, shoot, $5 minimum. That's fine. So I bought it at $5 increments for as little as I wanted. All I had to do was spend $5, and I can own to trade SPY. So that's a win. That is a huge win because SPY is SPY, as I'm telling you. So also, because I have a body of work that involves SPY, I know that SPY is going to do its thing. I know SPY is going to win. It's going to go down a little bit, but it's always going to go back up. Always going to go back up. Always going to go back up. So what I did was I bought it, and let's see. Doesn't show me where I bought it, but let me see. Let me see. Okay, SPY. Yeah, right. So it's above where I bought it, and I'm smiling because the whole week, it was below, but now it's above the place where I bought it. Well, as soon as the class is over, I'm gonna go and buy it, or buy and sell it, because I know that symbol is going to go up again, and I'm gonna buy it and sell it. I'm gonna do this one regardless, on an ongoing basis. On an ongoing basis, I'm going to play with stock, with SPY. Sorry, with SPY. All right. So anyway, that's what I had to say about. Oh, here it is in big green letters over here on the right. $553.51. Okay, now let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to the good stuff. Get to the good stuff. Okay, so let's do our affirmation and move on to the good stuff. Where is my affirmation? Here we go. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. I'm so grateful and happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. All right. Now, this is what happened. This is what happened over the weekend. So this is a long story. I'm gonna try to make it short. But I I celebrated my birthday, my second birthday, with the men of Black Men Run New York. And so I ran with them. I ran 3.3 and a half miles, which was a lot for me. And I did it with them. And yeah, and so there's that. And then I decided, well, maybe I should have said something. Maybe I should have said something to everyone collected. Everyone collected doesn't know my story. I mean, I need to let people know who I am. And so I was like, hey man, can I say something? He said, yeah, come this weekend. I was like, all right, fine. We're going to run from a different park, and we're going to run early. And I was like, oh, early, that's great. So this time I wore something that designated the fact that I am going to speak. I am going to speak, not run, because I'm going to speak because I could have said something the first day, but I let myself ease out of it. So this was my way of keeping it in in the the at the ready. Like I'm going to speak, right? So anyway, I spoke, and this is what happened. So yeah, so I asked him if I could speak. He said, "Yeah, come on, do what you're gonna do." But I did not know it was gonna be so big. I did not know it was gonna be so big. I thought it was gonna be like the time before that it was like 5 brothers. This time it's more than 5 brothers. Let me get my photos here. Sorry, I don't have them ready, but let me see. Let me see if I can get some of these photos. Actually, I should just play the video, shouldn't I? Because, yeah, because that'll give you the best thing, and that'll give me a few minutes. So I haven't watched this yet because I don't like watching myself on my I don't like watching myself, but I've been dutifully posting it on social media, and this is a remix that P King sent me, and I'm gonna see if I can play this one. I haven't watched this one either, and let's see what we got. Let's see. Alright, so that and okay. So oh, share share this tab. Okay, here we go, folks. Here we go, folks. All right. And this. Okay, so let's see what we get. What P King doctored up for us. Okay. All right. All right. All right. There's she is. Let me see if I can find the full version. I think I got enough time. I think I got enough time that I can find the full version of this. Wow. It feels so weird seeing myself speaking, and uh, there were so many things going on. There's so many things going on. I'll share with you. Like I couldn't. I was holding the megaphone, but it hurt. It hurt. It hurt. I was using my right hand to squeeze the button, and the people kept saying, "We can't hear you, we can't hear you." I was like, "Yeah," because my finger was hurting. I didn't say this out loud, but it's because my finger was hurting, and so I finally got it held down, and I just held it in such a way that I got it, and then I let it go as soon as I could. But P King said I should have told people that, but oh, bless you. Nelson also thinks I should have said something, but I just wanted to get through it. I just wanted to get through it. And let's see, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That might be it. This might be it. So let's see what this is. Let's see what this is. Open link and tab, and this will include all the places where I messed up and that kind of stuff. And hold on. I think what's happening here. Oh, this is it. All right, so I'm gonna play the whole thing. I'm gonna play the whole thing. I'm gonna try to sit through it so I can get through it. So I'm sharing it with you guys at the same time, and let's see it together. Let's see it together. Let's find it, and we're gonna share it. Share this tab, and we're gonna. Oh, all right, so I hope it's showing. Is it showing? Okay, here we go. Here we go, folks. Here we go, folks. We're gonna play it. All right, take this off. Play. And here we go. All right, so I guess. All right. Woo! All right, I had to get through it. 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 So thank you all for being there and listening with me. And whew, that was rough. That was rough for me. That was rough for me. But but I got some good notes in there. I got some good notes in there, and the fact that I'm willing to step up and speak, no matter the situation, no matter the situation, because I thought I was going to speak at the beginning of the event. I didn't speak until the end. The end. You know how long my butterflies were tingling in my stomach? Like, oh my goodness. From the beginning to the end, I had to watch people come in and come in. Oh, that was brutal. That was brutal. But I stuck with it. I stuck with it. I stuck with it. I stuck with it. Speak could even tell. She's like, you're not even feeling it, are you? I was like, no. I'm about to slide. I'm about to dip. I'm about to dip. About to escape. But I stuck with it. I stuck with it. I stuck with it. And let me tell you this before I go. What's interesting to me is that one of the people there came up to me and said, listen, thank you for telling my story. And I was like, your story? And she told me that her story was the same as mine. And I was like, well, do tell. And she told me her story. Her story was like very similar to mine, very similar to mine. And she, my ability to get up there and speak gave her permission to get out there and speak for herself. Like, I don't know who she's going to tell now, but she hasn't told anyone. She told me she hadn't told anyone. Nobody that didn't show up for her in the hospital, she didn't tell. She didn't tell anyone. But now she's encouraged to speak out her story because you know who you might inspire. You know who you might inspire. And that's what I told her. You know who you might inspire. So I share. Ashe. So that was rough for me. That was rough for me, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And thank goodness for the show. Thank goodness for the show because I got this. I was able to get it all out. Let me see if I got any comments in these last few minutes of the show. Let's see. P King is inviting the world again. Let's see. So you brought it. People were moved. A woman came up to you and stated that she too had a stroke. Yes, I was just talking about her. She told Noah, yep. And she's now inspired by you to tell her story. Yep, that's what I was just talking about. That one really resonated with me. Really resonated with me. First person came up to me and she was like, I just want to thank you, brother. I just want to thank you. And she might now tell her story. That's incredible. That's incredible. So yeah, it was a great experience, and I applaud myself for having the nerve to say to the Black Men Run, hey, I want to say something, and instead of just letting it go, because I could have just let it go, but I came back and said, hey, I would like to speak, and look what it became. Look what it became. Oh man, it became something so beautiful, you know. So Ashe. All right, folks. I will see you mañana, and don't forget that hard is better. Now is better than perfect. Yes, now is better than perfect. Ashe. Thank you, and be Nelson saying goodbye too. All right, folks. See you later.